Hello, thank you, Savannah. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. I'm so happy that you are here and celebrating this. What is it? Fitness, health, and fitness.
May is National Physical Fitness and Sports Month. It's the longest title
That's the
ever.
longest time, National Physical Fitness and Sports Month, right? It's also Salad Month. Just that's the one I remember. That's real short. But anyway, I am so happy to be here again. And so tonight, what I'm going to do pretty much is the theme is healthy snacks. Healthy snacks. Oh my goodness. We need some healthy snacks. I know I do. I need some healthy snacks in my life because I'm telling you, sometimes I just go overboard with the unhealthy ones, right? Well, not really that unhealthy, but just too much of anything is not good, right? All right, so I have some recipes, and I can't remember if Savannah said it or not, but you all will receive the recipes later, right, Savannah? Yes,
Yes, correct.
yes, you will receive the recipes later. So the first recipe that I want to demonstrate is black bean bites. Black bean bites. So, disclaimer, first thing I want to let you know is that these black bean bites have to go in the oven. And you can air fry them or you can bake them, but they do have to go in the oven. So I'm going to do a little demonstration and I'm going to whip them out because I already made them last night. And so, but I'm going to make some and then I'll have some today. But you know what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to make I'm going to show you the black bean bites, but because I'm here and you all are not, and you can't sample, I'm going to actually make black bean burgers. So then you'll see how to actually, it's all in the patty, all in how you put it together. We're going to mix it, but, um, but it's all how you patty it out. All right. So now I have my black beans, and I'm just going to take a potato masher and get some arm exercise going here and just mash them. Now, you know what? You can actually put them in a blender. If you don't have time to do this, but you all know if you've been around me long enough and been hearing me long enough, this is my therapy, right? I like doing that. I don't know why. I mean, I just go for it, right? Put in the black, just mashing them. And I did them last night and I just kept mashing and kept mashing. And you kind of want to like turn it and mash it, or you can put it in a blender if you're in a hurry. Because actually, if you keep beans like I do, I keep all kind of beans in my cabinet. And so whatever kind of beans you have, you can actually use this recipe. But the point I'm making is that if you have company coming over, somebody calls you and say, "Listen, let's have a game night," and you got to whip up something, a little snack for people to have while you playing your games, your cards, um, your pinball machine, whatever you have at your house. Then you want to be able to go and get this, and it's very easy, very simple. The only reason why this is taking me so long is because I'm talking, in which I have to talk because I'm doing a cooking demo. All right. So black beans already mashed up. I left a little bit of the juice from the can in there. Okay. You can leave, you can make it the consistency that you want. Mash it up really nicely, or you can leave it. You know how sometimes you can eat something you can actually see a bean in it. All right. So whatever your desire is, that's how you're going to do it. All right. Now I have that. Now I'm going to use a red onion. Well, first of all, before I say that, I'm going to start cutting up my onion. But what I want to do is ask a question. And you should already know what that question is going to be because I ask this question all the time. What do you get? What health benefits do you get from eating your beans? When you're eating your beans, what health benefits did you get? I can take these glasses off. Um, what health benefits? Go ahead and type it in the chat. Come on, talk back to me. Type it in the chat. Type it in the chat. What health benefits did you get from eating beans? Very healthy, and I love red onions.
We got
Okay.
fiber,
Hmm.
protein. Oh, you see it?
I see it. Deborah said fiber. Definitely fiber and protein. For sure. Who said protein? I didn't miss the name.
Uh,
Marian, yes. Fiber,
Portia.
protein,
Portia said protein.
absolutely. Some protein for sure. Now, this is the second question. Okay, so if you're getting protein, what does protein yield for your body? Why do you need protein? Ah, what? Deidre, Deidre, I feel like you shouldn't have been answering that question. That's my girl, Deidre. Hi, Portia. Portia, Deidre, yes, absolutely. You need protein for energy, for sure. And so that's why a lot of people fail when they're switching up to a healthier lifestyle and they say, oh, I'm going to go vegan. And that means you're not eating any meat at all. And so that means you're not getting the amount of protein that you need. And so you fail, get sick and say, I'm not doing that anymore. But you have to do it, go vegan or vegetarian lifestyle in a proper way. You just have to make sure you're getting your protein in another way. And so that other way would be beans. I wasn't a bean girl. I was not a bean girl. I did not grow up liking beans at all. I didn't grow up liking beans. And but once I became a vegetarian and knew that I had to actually increase my protein intake, I started eating beans. But I had to learn I had to make them taste good. The tongue is very important when it tastes good stuff, right? All right. So like I said, you can use several different beans for this recipe, but I'm using black beans. All right, now I just cut up a red onion. You're going to use a small red onion, and you can. Oh, this is another thing I'm going to tell you. Your recipe that you're getting is going to be enough for at least 10. You get about at least 10, 12 bites, balls. But I cut the recipe down because we're not eating all of that in this house. All right. So I just want to let you know. So I'm using a small red onion, but I only use like a fourth of it. Right. So we all know everything is going up. It's very expensive. All foods are very expensive now. So you can use an onion and use a fourth of it and still get the properties, the benefits from using the onion. Now, this one is a red onion. I'm going to go ahead and put the red onion over in here. Now, if you don't have red onion at your house, don't worry about it. You have a regular white onion, you have some shallots or Italian onion, all your different onions, whatever onion you have, scallions, green onions, spring onions, put them in there. All right. Doesn't matter. All of them have the same properties. Great for you, especially when they're raw. But something about these red onions, I'm telling you, when I eat these red onions, a burst of flavor just come out in my mouth in whatever you prepare. So I'm partial to red onions. I just love it. All right. So red onions is in there. The next thing I have is some chopped cilantro. Now, if we were in person, you would I would try to encourage, I'm not going to say make you, but I would try to encourage you to try just to taste a piece of it, of cilantro. Cilantro has a distinct flavor, uh, herb smell. I love cilantro herb. So I chop it. Now you can buy it chopped already if that's what you desire. If you're in a hurry and you don't have time to chop, I said chopping and mixing and all of that is my therapy. But it doesn't take long to chop it. And not only that, as far as your this was like $1.29. It was a big bunch. I used this yesterday for the ones that I made, and then I used some earlier yesterday for something else I made. So you get a nice big bunch, and you can also go ahead and chop it, put it in some freezer bags, and put it in the freezer. And that way, when you're making whatever, like soup or whatever, you can do all your herbs like that, your parsley, all of your herbs, chop them up, put it in the freezer. And then when you're making your soups or whatever you're going to make, You can just take it out of the freezer and it's already in there. It's already made up, already chopped up for you. All right, so that's my cilantro. The next ingredient is, I gotta put my
Somebody's
glasses on.
asking peppery flavor.
What's peppery flavor? The cilantro?
I think they asked it before you started talking about the cilantro.
Oh, come back with it. Come back. We
Oh, they
missed
said
it.
yes. The cilantro, I think.
What? Oh, is it a peppery? The taste? Have you not tasted it before? It's So it's hard to describe. It's not real to me. Everybody has different taste buds, but to me, it doesn't really take. A peppery flavor would be arugula for me, but cilantro.
It is hard to describe how cilantro
It's hard
tastes.
to describe cilantro taste, right? And what I do know is people either like it or they don't. It's hard to describe it. Maybe like a
A little
mint,
bit
maybe like a
sweet.
mint family. I don't know. So I wish I could let you taste it, Deborah. But go ahead and try it. Go ahead and try it, Deborah, and then you decide for yourself if you like it or not. All right. The next ingredient is a jalapeno pepper. Now, I don't buy jalapeno peppers a lot because I'm not really a hot spicy girl, but I just bought a small one, and you need to take the seeds out because the seeds are very hot. So you take the seeds out, and I cut this in half because I knew I would be using the other half today. So I'm going to take these seeds out. I try and listen. I try to take the seeds out with the knife because just as what I do is a lot of times because these seeds are hot, just because I'm dealing with seeds, then my eyes start itching and I will touch my eyes or my mouth, but you cannot touch your face once you touch these seeds. All right. So I'm not going to touch my face. Half of a jalapeno. Now, if you're a spicy person, you love spicy, you don't care, you just want to give it that whole kick, then use a whole. But I told you I cut this recipe in half. And even last night when I tried the bite, I got one little piece of the jalapeno, and it said hello. It said hello, I'm here. It was present. It was present and accounted for. This one little piece. So I knew that all I needed was a little bit. But like I
We had
said, if you're
someone, sorry to cut you off.
good, no problem.
Someone in the comments said cilantro tastes fresh, citrusy to me, and our one of our health and wellness team members went on the internet and it also said the same thing, kind of like a citrusy, also similar to parsley type
Yeah, it's
flavor.
definitely similar to, but you think it's citrusy? Maybe I don't know. See,
Yeah, I think
everybody's
a little bit
taste
because
buds
it's
are
like
different.
refreshing to
Yeah,
me.
it's definitely refreshing. It stands out for sure.
Yeah,
Just
kind of like
like that's why I
basil.
said, yeah, kind of like basil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I say you just got to try it. I say always try it. Try it at least once and see how you like it. All right, so I put the jalapeno in there, and if you're a spicy person, you can go ahead and use the whole jalapeno. All right, the next ingredient is panko breadcrumbs. Now, you can, if you're gluten free like Savannah, you can use gluten free breadcrumbs. All right, but these are because I'm not gluten free, so I'm putting them in here. And so you're going to use. I should have been telling you the amount. This is a half a cup of panko breadcrumbs, and I know what a half a cup is. So panko, and these are just plain. You can use Italian if you want to. The one thing about the Italian breadcrumbs, the Italian seasoned ones, if you read the label, a lot of them have Romano cheese in it. And so if you're not a dairy person, then you want to just get the plain and then flavor it yourself, season it yourself. Then you know what's in it. And you eliminate the cheese part. But I'm going to talk about the cheese part in a second. All right. So next, I have garlic powder. You can't do nothing without garlic powder. Well, where is my garlic powder? Did I leave the garlic powder in the kitchen? All right. So next, I'm going to put. I definitely left the garlic powder in the kitchen. Next thing is shredded cheese. So if I had a intern here, they would be grabbing my garlic powder right now. But I'm going to go get it in a second. So talking about cheese, this is actually a plant-based cheese. Plant-based cheese, dairy-free cheese by Follow Your Heart. So it's not. Let me tell you what's in it. I know you're going to ask: potato starch, palm fruit oil, nutritional yeast. All right. So it has, but one thing I love about this particular brand is that it has the calcium in it. And so we need to make sure we have the source of calcium. All right. So this is Follow Your Heart, but this is a Parmesan cheese and it's shredded. It comes in the other powder one also. Powder one in the shaker. All right. I'm going to, now I'm going to use some taco seasoning. Taco seasoning is your next ingredient. Taco
We have a
seasoning.
question about the cheese.
I'm ready.
Someone asked how many carbs are in the plant-based cheese.
See, let me see.
And someone else said it's one of the
8.
best brands of vegan cheese.
8 grams of carb. 3%. It's only 3%. It's 8 grams total carbs. Calcium is 278 grams of calcium. Great. 20%. Any more questions about the cheese? Follow Your Heart is. Follow Your Heart. It used to be
They're wondering the sodium.
it used to be another name. They changed the name, Follow Your Heart. Sodium in here for 1 ounce serving size is 1 ounce, 28 grams. Is it 28 grams? Serving size is 28 grams, 4 servings per container, 460 sodium. Yeah. All right. Oh Lord. Okay. Now I need to run and get the garlic powder really quickly, you guys. It won't take me long because I know exactly where it is. So that's what happens when you check and double check. Check the recipe and check and double check. Gotta have some garlic. Garlic is good for hypertension, right? Hypertension for your garlic. So you can't use too much, but I have on here 1 tablespoon, and this is a teaspoon, so I'll put 2 of garlic. Garlic powder, not garlic salt. Remember, no garlic salt, just garlic powder. All right. This goes over here. Here. All right. Now, I'm going to take a egg, raw egg, and you can eliminate the egg if you want to, because if your bean mixture is if you leave a little bit of juice in there from the can, because you know that was canned black beans. If you leave a little bit of juice in there from the can, then it's going to be rather wet. And some people don't like to use egg, allergic to eggs and not using it, but I'm using it. And
Someone
this
wants to
helps
know.
keep it
Oops,
together.
sorry.
Go ahead.
Someone wants to know, other than ethical issues, are there any other benefits to forgo milk, regular milk-based cheese, and not use any meat?
Are there any what?
Are there any other benefits to forgo regular milk-based cheese and not use any meat other than, like, are there any health benefits other than, like, ethical issues?
Um, the health benefits of not eating meat or of using it. I
Of
didn't get
not
that
eating
part.
meat and of using, and not
So
using normal
Yeah.
like cheese.
Yeah. So basically, I think what you're asking me is, so this is what I'll say to that, that mucus, mucus build up when you're using cheese, animal fat. You get a lot of mucus and build up around your organs. Definitely in your, a lot of people say when babies are sick, you shouldn't give them milk products because it makes the mucus thick and they're already having issues with everything being clogged up. So basically the same principle. Just a lot of mucus buildup, but not only that in your airways, but it can also build around your organs as well. So you just want to watch that. Um, but other than people, just vegan and not using cheese or animal products, then that's the only last thing that I could think of. Um, I don't tend to use dairy because of the sinuses. My sinus issues. I have sinus issues, or I used to. But when I used to do dairy, man, it was horrible sinus issues. All right. So I just make sure that I get enough calcium because I'm getting older and I need my bones to be good. Oh, everybody needs their bones to be good, right? All right. So I mixed it, just stirred it and mixed it, and see it comes out really nicely. And you see how much that made from one can of beans? So how many burgers you can have some, you can make a little sliders, little black bean sliders. See what I'm coming up with? Some black bean sliders. Yes. So then you're going to take your hands and you're just going to patty them out. Put them on a parchment paper, and just make your little sliders. I'm going to go put this in the oven as soon as we finish. And you can make your burgers or sliders. You can put them in a on a bun. You put them in the oven on. I have it here, 400 degrees. You preheat your oven 400 degrees, and you put them in the oven for about 25 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes, depending on your oven. On an air fryer, you would put them in there for about on 400 for about 8 minutes, and then you open it, turn them, and then cook them some more. I always try to play around with the air fryer because the air fryer, it just depends on what consistency you like it. I like mine a little crispy and hard, so that'll be a little bit longer temperature, heat wise, right? See my burgers, black bean burgers. Yes, perfect for the grill. You can put them on the grill too. Summertime is coming. People are putting it don't have to be summertime, just warm enough. Have that grill going and make you some black bean burgers while everybody else is eating a lot of fat. Lean fat. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'll say. I'll just say they're eating that lean fat hamburgers. All right. I'll have to transfer this over to a bigger pan, but you all get it. You all get it. I didn't bring a napkin in here to wipe my hands off. All right, so that's the burgers, and these are the bites. The bites, and I'll show them to you again in a minute. Does anybody have any questions? Any questions at all? Let me wipe my hands off.
No questions just yet. But Portia, who asked about the health benefits, said that you seem to be going the vegan route, and she's never done that, but she's willing to try it, especially if it will be healthier for her.
Yeah. Well, I say take baby steps. I go vegan at least twice a year for 6 weeks. And it's challenging just because I like eggs, and vegans don't eat eggs. You don't eat anything that has a mother or a heartbeat. when you're vegan. So I like eggs. I also like crabs. I'm from Maryland. I like crabs and I eat shrimp also. So it's a little challenging for me, but I do twice a year go vegan totally. And 6 weeks, then I'm back at it. And I just do it because I just like to make sure that, I just don't like anything to outbeat me, like I don't like to say, well, I can't do something. And it's healthy when it's healthier for me. And so you have to find your healthy, what's best for you and how you feel, how you're looking, how you're feeling at the end of the day when you complete it. All right. All right. Next recipe. Next recipe. What time is it? Oh, I'm doing good. It's 6:30. I did that in 30 minutes, Savannah. I like it.
Perfect timing. You're used to it now.
6:30.
You're a pro.
Yes, yes. All right. So this next recipe is just going to be so simple, so easy, and you all are going to be so happy that I brought this to you because people are spending a lot of money in the stores on this. And not only that, the one in the stores has a lot of chemicals and different things in it to make it taste, make your tongue happy. But you can make this one, and I'll just go ahead and reveal it now. It's garlic hummus. It's hummus. Now, who doesn't know hummus makes a great snack, but it's a healthy snack because it has the beans in it. And so as you kind of can tell right now, is that black bean bites, and then the hummus is all about beans. Yeah, about beans. So tonight you're making we're making protein. We're getting our protein from our bean snacks. Yes, Deborah, that's really, really, really. So garbanzo beans. What's another name for garbanzo beans? Type it real quick. Type it real quick. What's another name for garbanzo beans? Woo, Gail. Yes, Gail. It is chickpeas. Chickpeas for sure. Now you can find chickpeas. Yes, Marion. Chickpeas. Yes. So you can find chickpeas on almost all salad bars. You can add chickpeas to it, but I'm going to make this hummus. And so the name of the brand that's in the stores and most people get with the hummus is, I think it's Sombra, begin with an S, and it has the little it may have roasted red pepper or garlic hummus. And I started out with those hummuses also. Number one, it costs, and like I said, everything has gone up, it's costing. And so I just said, well, let me just make my own. My husband likes the one with the olives. It's column. Look, somebody Google the olive hummus. It begins with a K. That particular olive that they use because I think it's Kalamata or something like that. But anyway, I've made that for him, and you just basically do the same thing, but you're using garlic. You can do roasted red pepper. You're doing the same recipe, but you're using roasted red pepper, and you can buy the jars of roasted red pepper in every store. All right. So this is garlic, of course. This is our friend. Um, Keeps the vampires away. That somebody said that this morning. It definitely keeps the vampires away. But also garlic is good for the heart. Yes. So I use a nice sized piece of garlic because I'm not scared. Uh-oh, I missed it. What was that, Savannah? Somebody
Two
said
people
the name.
said Kalamata hummus. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Kalamata, right?
Yeah.
Hummus. Yes, yes, yes. And that's the one with the olives. But they make Kalamata. Kalamata is the name of the olive, and then so they put that in the hummus as well. I'm not a olive girl. I like them when I went to Greece, and I tasted them, and they taste totally different from the ones that I've tasted here. So I haven't had them since I've been to Greece, since I went to Greece. But all right, so we're using the can of garbanzo beans. Can of garbanzo beans. Now, this is one 15-ounce can. If you're making a lot, then you can use two. Now, if you use two, you're going to use the juice and from one, but the other one drain the juice. If you're using one can, just use a little bit of the juice like I have here. And I'm using this food processor. Now, on your recipe that you're going to receive, you're going to have raw sesame seeds. Raw sesame seeds. Now, that looks like this in a container here. But also, you can use tahini. Now, tahini is nothing but roasted sesame seeds that are roasted. It's a paste. So when I use this paste, I do not use the olive oil. So olive oil is on here if you're using the sesame seeds like this. All right. But because I'm using the tahini, because there's a lot of oil that sits, it comes naturally from the seeds. All right. So I'm using the tahini, and it comes in a jar like this. So I'm going to add the tahini over in here. And I use about one teaspoon of tahini. That's the sesame. All right. Now I'm using 1/4 cup according to this, but of course I'm halving it. This is a little bit of lemon juice, fresh lemon juice. Now you can squeeze juice from a lemon, or you can use a lemon juice. I use this organic by Lakewood pure lemon juice. All right. Now, cumin, 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 or however you want to pronounce it, is great for digesting your beans, because that's what people tell me a lot is I don't eat beans because I get a lot of gas. Yep, makes sense, right? And so people are not going to do anything that makes them uncomfortable. Well, I don't know if that's true, because a lot of people eat hot stuff and they sweat while they're eating and they love it. I can't figure that out. But beans, cumin will help you digest your beans better. And the more you eat your beans, the less gas you should have, because your digestive tract will start getting used to it, right? All right. Now I'm adding a pinch of pink Himalayan sea salt in there. My garlic is in there. And let's pray that my little machine here is going to do the trick.
Someone's asking if the soup, or sorry, if the juice is good for soup.
The juice from the beans.
I believe so.
So you can use, a lot of people use it for, use the juice from the garbanzo beans to make, I'm sorry, let me get this round up. This is my first time using this, you guys. I'm very, very, it's coming. I normally use my Vitamix, but I had my Vitamix at a demonstration this morning, and I didn't have time to clean it. Plus, not only that, I was only making a little bit of hummus. So it's coming. Yeah, but you can use the juice. It's called fava juice off of the garbanzo bean. Oh, this is coming out really nice and smooth. It's just I have to hold this button. I don't have to hold the button on my Vitamix. But I just want to make sure, you want to make sure you get your garlic ground up, because nothing is worse than you're eating something and all of a sudden there's a big clunk of garlic. Well, I don't mind it, but it wouldn't be nice if Michelle Obama or somebody you really, really had, guests over to your house. No, nice. And this is really just enough for a snack. This is just enough for a snack. And it came out really, really nice and smooth. Uh-oh, I can't take the thing off. Well, I'm just going to have to scoop it out. Going to scoop it out, scoop it out. All right. So I have some nice tortilla chips here. These are actually Late July is the brand name, Late July. And um, this one is lime chips. Look how smooth that is. Let me come around here and show you guys how smooth this is. Yes. Nice, right? Can you see it?
Yeah,
Can you
looks
see it?
good.
And then these are the bites, black bean bites. And you
Beautiful.
call them bites because it's just little. Hmm. Flavorful, very nice. You can dip it, double dip,
Mhm.
or you can have your hummus. So good. This is making me hungry. Mm. Perfect. OMG. So perfect. What do you all
Looks
think?
great.
Let me see. Type it in the chat if you think you're going to do this.
Do you know how long these things would last, like being stored in the refrigerator or being frozen?
So the hummus, I would say probably maybe a week. I would keep it in there in a week. But I'm telling you, it's so good. You're going to eat it, especially with the chips. You can line hummus on a sandwich, on some gluten-free bread, Savannah, and or crackers,
Love
or
it.
your chips, right? But the one thing I want to say about these black bean balls, and even the burgers, I think they are better when they as soon as they come out of the oven. I don't know if they'll be. I don't think they'll be the same. You don't get the same taste or effect. Or what I'm saying is I think they're going to be a little bit dry because I prepared these last night. And when they came out of the oven last night, they were perfect. I just warmed this up in the oven before we started while you all were doing the introduction. And they were warm, but they get kind of hard.
I wonder if they were air fried, if that would.
If they're air fried, yeah, because air frying, you get a little moisture on the inside. So what I would say is you definitely have some type of dip or sauce or something to go in these balls. You still get the health benefits, but this hummus is amazing. Both of them are really good. The balls are really good, so I can't wait to make my burgers because I'm gonna make my burgers. I could put these in the freezer before. That's what you do. Put them in the freezer before you cook them. Put them in the freezer before you cook them. So make it up, put them in the freezer, and then you can bring them out and put them in the oven, the air fryer, whatever, when you're about to prepare them. Then they'll be perfect. Perfect. Now, come to the part where I always ask, because we have a little bit of time. I always ask, what did you learn? Did you learn anything? Any takeaways? Yeah, Sabrina. She said this weekend. Sabrina said she's gonna make this weekend. Is this a special? Oh, it's Memorial weekend. How could I forget? It's my anniversary weekend too. My wedding anniversary. She said I gotta have food. That's funny. Yes. Anything you learn, any takeaways, anything you learn, you say, yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try it. Anybody with Sabrina going to try it? Yes, Marianne. Gas for sure. The beans for the beans while they eat the meat. There you go. Okay, Deborah, you're going to try it. Awesome. And Sabrina, you know, don't be surprised when they start eating your food. The people that's eating the meat. So make enough for everybody. Portia said, nice to see that they can be frozen. Then, yes, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, but the people, you know, they'll eat their hamburgers and yours too. So just saying, make enough for everybody. Share, share, share. She said, I'm hiding it. That's funny. This is so good. All right. Well, Savannah,
Yes, all
you having,
finished.
I'm all finished. I'm
Sorry, I had to
good.
go turn a light on in my basement. It got kind of dark down here.
Good idea, Sabrina. Yes. All right, you guys.
Oh,
Enjoy. Enjoy your holiday and be safe. And I don't know, Savannah, when am I back again? I don't know. Next month?
yeah, you're
June.
back. I forget what the actual day is. It might be actually it's probably in our it might be in the announcements. But yeah, June and July is healthy summer cooking demonstrations. So please join us for those. Roz is gonna be doing 3 in person and then one of them is virtual. So it's 2 in June, two in July. So yeah, please tune in for those.
Awesome.
And yeah, we have some few other announcements. I'm gonna go ahead and unspotlight you. Thank you so
Okay.
much, Roz. That was great. I
Thank
hope
you.
everyone got some good takeaways.
Thank you,
Um,
guys.
and yeah, y'all can cook this up for Memorial Day weekend. Impress your family members. Gonna be like, where'd you get these recipes from? Great. So yes, thank you all again so much for joining us. And thank you, Roz, for that great cooking demonstration. And before we leave, I just have a few quick announcements. So we want your feedback. You'll get an email with an evaluation survey, a link to an evaluation survey. If you complete the evaluation that you receive within 24 hours, you'll be entered into a drawing for a health and wellness gift bag. And then also, please join us on May 29th for our next session, Fighting Inflammation Naturally. This is a nutrition workshop. It's going to be at Langley Park Senior Activity Center from 12 to 1 p.m. I believe that it's showing that it's full on Parks Direct, but you can still show up. And then you can visit pgparks.com to see the complete list of May offerings, because again, May is National Physical Fitness and Sports Month. We got a few days left, and there's a few more things going on that the department is offering. So yes, thank you all again so much and have a great rest of your evening. I hope you have a great long weekend.
Thank you for joining us on this virtual cooking demonstration. For more videos and information on upcoming program offerings, visit the Health and Wellness page on pgparks.com or contact us at wellness@pgparks.com. Until next time, be healthy, be well.
Thank you, everyone. Have a great night.